Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where it looks like we've got some repairs to do. I mean, we're not going to wait on the stiletto, but we can definitely tick forward to get those repairs done, and I'm going to tick forward long enough to get most of our mech warriors back as well. I don't think we need to wait for boot camp, that's for sure not something that we need, but let's go ahead and do some training, shall we? I think we'll take a point of tactics here. Gotta love those sensor rolls. And for LaFay, we could grab either Awareness or Escapist, which I don't think is useful for her. We could grab Juggernaut or Hardcase, which I don't think is useful for her either. Or we could go over to Warlord or Controlled Bursts, which I feel like is useful for her. So I think we are going to hold off on the Piloting and Guts for right now.
Yep.
For Overhead, there's nothing to be done.
Aye, aye.
For Scrub, nothing to be done.
Commander.
Okay, looks good. So we are, of course, still working on the stiletto, and that's fine. We are going to deploy, though, with what we've got. We've got plenty of mechs to make this happen. Any good Comstar missions here? Oof. Kinda no. I guess we'll run this one as kind of the best that there is. Oh, actually, this is a destroy base with a lot of salvage. We can take the salvage from this, and we might come out pretty well here. So we're going to be bringing the fire starter for sure, and I think everything else just as is. Let's go ahead and do this. So this is a destroy base in the Highlands. It's probably not going to be particularly difficult. I'm thinking we might steamroll this fast enough to get a second mission done this episode. That would be great. We'll see if that is in fact the case. I say as a case loading screen tip comes up. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Oh, I like it. Coincidences abound. Either that or the RogueTech devs are listening. Before I published the video, too. RogueTech devs, if you guys are listening, I'd like you to do something about the mixed drop weight. It really makes vehicles difficult to work in, like, difficult to justify having along. At any rate, that's enough of that. I'm pretty sure I've made my feelings clear on that one. We need to destroy the captured base and escape. We're looking for a mercenary company to do some covert work for us. We've lost a base to the planetary government, and we believe Comstar are being interrogated there now, blah, blah, blah. They want to hire us to do the base leveling thing. Okay, sure. I don't actually care about their briefing.
Command interface initiated.
Let's go ahead and proceed here. We've got some allies, and it looks like they're basically right on the base. Interesting. Our deploy is also pretty close to the base, and I don't know about this deployment location. That looks good, though. Let's go ahead and do it.
Well, ain't this
Okay,
place
where are our enemies at? These are local government up here, so there's a full lance there, and we're also seeing a few different things, a few turrets. And our allies, we see a Cougar and a Striker, and I believe that's it. That seems to be it. Okay,
What's up, Commander?
Death Crusade, you can go ahead and come forward here, although the light Gauss emplacement. Okay,
Good
yeah,
to go.
with that being a light Gauss emplacement, let's go ahead and sprint up to here.
Consider it done.
And that's a light Gauss emplacement. We don't know what that is. It may be the same thing. Light mine turret and a light rocket turret. Ballistic? Interesting. Let's go ahead and fire on that light Gauss emplacement. I'd like to get these turrets dead ASAP. That's 50 damage. We'll take it.
Talk to me.
The Vulcan is going to run up here as quick as it can as well. We'll
Roger
position
that.
here, and we will again focus on that light Gauss emplacement for now. Okay, that's only 45 damage.
Reporting. Heavy damage.
And we did stray shot the rear arc. I was afraid of that.
Commander?
I was hoping that that wouldn't be the case, but it ended up absolutely being the case. We'll move up with our Centurion, and we will fire on that light Gauss emplacement. And I think we're going to fire this probably in X6 mode. I'd like to get as much damage into that guy as we can. We did get some good damage in there.
Commander.
LaFay is going to go ahead and move up here. This is direct
Aye, aye.
LOS on that light Gauss emplacement. We'll take it.
Firing all weapons.
It's a structure or actually that's a destruction.
That
We'll take
turret
it.
is
That is a
gone.
dead Gauss emplacement. Our allied Cougar comes up, fires on this turret, and actually kills it. What are those, ATMs? Yep, those are ATMs. Okay, that explains it.
Good to
We're going to
go.
move up with our scimitar here, as close as we can. I guess we'll go here. I don't like this position, but we'll fire on the Centurion with standard LRMs. We're probably not going to do much to it. It's running an internal combustion engine. Okay. Our striker friend moves up, rear attacks this guy, but does no damage. Okay. It's all good. We got 2 turrets dead already. I'm happy about that. They fire on the Cougar, do nothing. Sure. Maybe there's mines over there? I don't know, but that Cougar's running AMS. Okay, that didn't work. Not sure what ballistic weapon he's running, but it didn't work, whatever it was. Infernal LRMs. Okay. Didn't really do much there. Of course, our AMS did literally nothing. And this is going to be their Tiny Atlas. Okay. I love the Tiny Atlas. It's so cute. Okay. That wasn't too bad, in all honesty. If they had dropped that right here, that would have been worse. That was, I guess, the rocket turret? That's a grenade turret. Okay, that makes sense. It's not a rocket turret. It is, in fact, a grenade turret. Okay, so our fire starter is going to come up over here. And our hit odds are pretty bad, in all honesty. To the point where I think we're just going to fire on this military building.
Enemy structure damage, Commander.
That's 75 damage to it. And our Vulcan is going to move up to here.
Moving out.
We are still in cover. And 43.4... I guess we're going to go for the light grenade turret. We'll give it a go. 40 damage? Okay, we'll take it. We'll see what our allies decide to do here. That's some decent damage into that Centurion's side arc. We'll take it. Okay. Who moves next? The Tiny Atlas. Okay. Triggers the AMS. Sure. That Cougar can do a lot of damage with those ATMs, though. We're going to step forward with our Centurion here and try to take point. The ultralight rotary rifle on that light grenade turret is not a terrible option. We do have some good stray shot options here. I think that we should probably fire it in X3 mode, given these hit chance reductions, so we'll go ahead and do that. And that's a dead turret.
Target down.
Fantastic. No more grenades for them. Panther moves up. Fires on the Centurion. Fails utterly. Okay.
Standing
Pretty
by.
happy about that one, in all honesty. Let's go ahead and switch over to Deadfire LRMs here. And this is kind of the sweet spot on that
Moving
quad gun.
position.
So we'll position there. And light him on up.
Firing full complement on an enemy.
Okay, good damage on the quad gun.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Orders.
Next up, LaFay is going to step forward, and our hit odds are 37.0. Technically, our hit odds are a bit better on the Centurion, so we'll go ahead and armor strip him. He is already out of missiles. Interesting.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
That was a reasonable armor strip. I'll accept it. The Cougar moves up, fires on the quad gun. It'll kill it. Very nice. So that's all the turrets dead. And now we just need to deal with this Lance of Mechs. Should not be too big of a problem. The Valk moves up, fires on the Cougar. We don't care about that in the slightest. That is completely A-okay. Centurion also fires on the Cougar. I really, really strongly don't care.
Good to
Words cannot express how much I don't care about that. Okay, we're going to move up here and close in on the Centurion with our fire starter. We're probably not going to hit this, so I'm not going to fire these 2 flamers for heat purposes.
go. Engaging with time.
Okay, a little bit there. We'll take it.
Waiting for
The
orders.
Centurion is going to walk up
Moving
here,
out.
and we are side arc on their Centurion. Our hit odds are best on X3, looks like. Okay. That's fine. And we'll light him up.
Engaging target.
Good armor strip.
I've got your
Next
back.
up is, of course, our Vulcan, who will close in
Good
over
burn.
here. And we're going to continue to hit that side arc. Unfortunately, our Ultra AC5 is jammed. So we're not going to get too much damage out. In fact, only 8. That makes me very sad indeed. The Panther moves up, fires on the fire starter, immediately destroys that upper arm.
Okay.
That's rude.
That was really bad.
That was a through armor, actually. We're okay. The Cougar moves up, attacks... Ooh, that tiny hammer is going to take a lot of damage from that. Tiny hammer. Tiny Atlas. And down it goes. That Cougar doing work.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, we're going to move up here into the rear arc of the Centurion, and I am actually going to sprint this for ideal range.
Roger. Full speed.
Okay. In terms of hit odds, I think we're actually going to go for the hammer here. Okay. That's an ejection. Good. Striker attacking the Centurion, not really doing much there. Valk moves over, fires on the fire starter. Doesn't do anything. Okay.
Good
Next
to go.
up, our Blackjack is going to move up. I do actually want to sprint here, try to get some better LOS. So we'll position here,
Roger.
and it's actually the Panther that we should target here.
Got it.
Hit odds are not great though. We'll get a little bit of armor shred in there.
I'm generating a lot.
And now the
Commander.
Centurion will move and melee attack the Cougar, but he actually missed. I feel like he's exposing rear arc to us. He actually is. He absolutely is exposing rear arc with
Talk
that
to me.
move. So the Vulcan is going to move up to here,
Affirmative.
and the Vulcan is going to attempt to fire into this Centurion's rear arc.
Your positioning better.
Yeah, that wasn't great shooting, in all honesty. The Cougar is going to melee the Centurion back. The ATMs might do a lot here. We'll see. He did miss the melee attack. That's still a lot of damage there. We'll take it. Okay, our fire starter is going to come up here, and I'd love to melee their Panther. Unfortunately, it's not really a great option, so instead, we're going to position probably here. We have to sprint to get there? We do. We're going to position here for the cover, and
On my
then
way.
we're going
Double
to
time.
light up the rear arc of the Centurion. I think we will not fire those 3 flamers.
Got the angle. Taking the shot.
That's an armed destruction.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
And a panic level critical. Excellent. So now the Panther moves, and we'll see what it decides to do about that Vulcan placement. It actually goes for the Cougar. Fascinating.
I'm receiving you.
The Centurion is going to move up into the rear arc of
Order
their
acknowledged.
Centurion, and we're going to look for the kill here. I would actually like to fire X6 here.
Firing.
It's a lot of rear arc damage and a knockdown. Not a kill. But maybe that's enough to get him to eject, since he was panic level critical. Nope.
Waiting
Okay.
for orders.
We're going to move up into the rear arc of the Panther here,
Coordinates received.
and we're going to light him up.
Confirmed.
Excellent. Next up is going to be the Valkyrie, which melee attacks the Cougar. Okay. That is a knockdown on the Cougar, but the Centurion's also knocked down, so that's fine. We don't mind that too much.
Standing by.
Our Blackjack is going to ever so slightly step forward
Moving to
here.
position.
We're a little bit out of LOS of stuff, so I think we will probably go for just a bombast laser for heatsink on that small military
Firing.
building. Okay. We'll take it. They're going for the Centurion. Okay. Not the choice I would have made, I don't think, but it's okay. Centurion gets up, and he's going to go for the Cougar. If he's at all smart. He's not. He's going to go for the fire starter. The melee. An interesting choice, especially since he missed. He does still have that auto cannon, but he missed. So it's all good. Okay.
How can I help?
The Vulcan is going to come up over here and melee attack him in his rear arc. Go ahead and fire that Ultra AC5. We did miss that, but that's okay. We did hit one of those Ultra AC5s, so that's fantastic. And that is a lot of damage to that Centurion. I'm actually shocked he didn't eject from that one. We're going to come over here with our fire starter and go for a rear arc melee attack, but just the medium lasers.
Aye, aye. Engaging.
As the structure exposure, light him up. Okay, another 50 damage into that rear arc.
I'm here.
I've seen better, to be completely honest. And we could get into here and only fire the ultralight rotary rifle, or we could just light him up as much as we can from this arc. And that's what I'm going to do. That's a leg destruction, I think. Not a full leg destruction, but it is another knockdown on that Centurion. And actually, that's a pilot incapacitation. We'll happily take that. The Valkyrie is going to fire on the Cougar. Sure, the Cougar will get up.
Receiving you.
However, our Blackjack is going to, at this point, just sprint forward through this fire, and we're just going to sink heat.
How's it going?
Too much heat right now. We're going to move over to here with the Scimitar. We're going to continue backstabbing their Panther.
Alpha strike.
Okay.
Grid.
Oh, that's an ejection. We'll take it.
Unit.
So that means the Striker is going to attack the Valkyrie, obviously. And the Cougar is going to get up. And those ATMs, if it's still got ammo, are going to wreck that Valkyrie pretty bad. Okay, it guarded instead. It probably should have fired the ATMs, in all honesty. I don't think the Valk survives this round.
Roger that. The hell with the weapon.
That's a successful melee attack. And there we go. Fantastic.
Ready.
Okay, the fire starter is going to come over here and finish off this small military building.
Aye, aye.
There we go. And let's finish this base.
Ready for
The
order.
Fae is going to step forward here and fire on the small military building as well. We'll not fire the bombast, just the missiles. Excellent.
This heat is frying
And
my
then our
internals.
Centurion's just going to turn around and finish it off. I'm not going to fire the LRM to save some cash.
Bug out. Get to the LZ for extraction.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Mission successful.
So I think we're going to get quite a lot of Centurion parts out of that, which is going to be absolutely great. We'll see how many we get. I think it's going to be 4 that are going to be available here. I don't know that for a fact, though. Yeah, it's 4, but we do already have one, so we can get ourselves another Centurion. And that is something I'm deeply interested in. The heavy rifle, I'm also interested in taking. A heavy rotary AC2. That's interesting, but it takes heavy rotary AC2 ammo, which we don't have, and we only have one slot available here. There is no rotary AC2 ammo here. Or heavy rotary AC2 ammo, yeah. There is no ammo for that available here, so I think we'll pass on that. And instead, we'll go for perhaps something along the lines of just this Engine Core 200. There's nothing else here that's tremendously good. We'll just go ahead and take that. We got a lot of parts out of that one, that's for sure. The LRM-10 is fine, we'll keep it for now. Medium laser, we'll keep those. Machine guns, I feel like we have enough. Mine dispenser, yeah, there's reasons to have them, but I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't like mine dispensers. The Engine Core 200 we can sell. FCS Primitive, get out of here. FCS Standard, we don't need it. 6 heat sinks, we've got 27. I'm gonna actually start selling those. Jump Jet Small, we've got 22 of them. Get out of here. Basic sensors, nope. Standard fusion engines, nope. Generic structures, we don't need it. Fluid Inferno ammo, we'll get that out of there. We'll keep the heavy rifle ammo and the LRM chaff ammo for now. But overall, that was very, very good. Some fantastic salvage, and we got a Centurion out of that. So that is amazing. And it won't even take all that much to repair. We can probably get the Centurion getting put together immediately. Make it be maybe a little bit more of a cavalry brawler sort of mech than the one we've got right now, which is a little more standoffish with the LRM. Yeah, might not be too bad. Go ahead and do that, Yang, and let's hop into the mech bay here and get that Centurion going. So we will ready this guy. Now, this is a primitive version of the Centurion. We can actually... got 3 ballistic hardpoints, no laser hardpoints, 2 missile hardpoints. I think we're going to ready this Centurion. We're going to add these parts in. That will cost an additional 10,000 C-bills, but we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. So with that done, we will go ahead and grab this mech. We'll refit it, and we'll see what it's got. Okay, so this is already going to be 285k. We do have some... The heavy rifle came with it. Fascinating. I'd like to move these over to the... Oh, right. Heavy rifles ammo has to be mounted in the same location. Ah, I hate it. I hate it so much. Do we have a case? We do have a case. We should slot a case in there. We can't put a case in there. Okay. This is gonna be good. Okay, where is our... In the center torso is where our energy hardpoint is. Okay, we're gonna need an engine in this for sure. I'd love to put a 280 in. That does put us overweight. How much weight would we save with ferrofibrous and endosteel armor? That is not a lot of weight. Okay, we can ditch this heatsink most likely. I feel like the Engine Core 280 is too much. The Engine Core 245 is better. We could put a pair of SRM6s in here. Like this. And then just have like a ton of SRM6 ammo. In each leg. Like this. And then I would like to mount like a medium pulse laser in the center torso. Something like that. Now our heat efficiency isn't the best. We're 2 tons overweight. We could potentially downgrade our engine core to an Engine Core 200. We could drop a ton of heavy rifle ammo. That's something we could do. Let's see. In terms of all this, we do have advanced sensors in here. I would be interested in seeing if we've got anything we want to add to this. Claws would be good. Do we need hand actuators? We do need hand actuators. There are hand actuators in this arm, though. So we could put claws in place of those hand actuators. Fascinating. And we could have just an improved FCS in here. Okay. Something along the lines of this. And then... what was the other thing I was going to do here? There was one other thing that I was going to do. You know, I can't even remember what I was going to do. Oh, I was going to check for equipment. That's right. We have, like, the bolt-on mortar 5. So we can toss that up here, although that is 8 tons. Now, we could put on the chainsaw. However, that is only the physical weapon attack, and I don't actually like that physical weapon attack, just because of the way that the rolls end up working. So I think in that case, we're not going to do that. We could put a jump jet booster pack on this. I mean, that's a thing we could do. It's not great, but it's a thing we could do. Just until we have something better to put there. So let's go ahead and put that there for now. And then we need to drop about 3.5 tons. Okay. I think, honestly, the best bet on that is probably to go down to an Engine Core 200. Yep, and that gives us a little bit of tonnage to work with, which means I would like to put in a heatsink, perhaps in the head. And then we could just drop a little bit of armor. Maybe across the board? That pretty much just removed it from the legs. Okay, let's go ahead and put in armor on the legs here. Wait, where did that all remove it from? We don't need to drop armor. We can put in another heatsink. What am I even talking about? I don't even know, apparently. We can put in a heatsink here. We still have free heatsinks. Now we're overweight. Okay, so this heat efficiency is completely fine like this, actually. Okay, so that is good. That means that we could potentially fit in another ton of SRM ammo if we really thought we needed it. I mean, it's something we could do. I don't know how these patchwork materials work. Not enough free slots. What does that do? Oh, that gives us a little bit of extra weight. Okay, I mean, what are we gonna do with that weight, though? We don't actually need that. We'll save that for another mech. And I think we could change this out from a medium pulse laser to instead be like an a clan ER medium laser, like this, for more punch, and then put in 2 heat sinks. That's something we could do. Like that, and then drop a little bit of armor. You know, I don't hate it. I think it's reasonable. So we'll need to bring this down to about like this. That'll be fine. And we'll go ahead and do that. I think it's okay. Great. So we'll get that underway, and it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to not wait on the Centurion, I can tell you that, but we're going to deploy again. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.